We're good? All right. Back to good morning, everybody, and it's a great day in Happy Valley. This is one of those days where you actually can't wait to get up and speak at a press conference because we have some great news to announce. Center County and Clinton County will be the site of IRONMAN 70.3 PA Happy Valley Triathlon. On July 2nd, 2023, the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau is signing a 3-year commitment with Ironman, so we'll have it for 3 years, and hopefully for many years thereafter. So this is really one of the first great triumphs for the newly formed Happy Valley Sports and Entertainment Alliance. It's one of the reasons we called it an alliance rather than a commission, which is the more common term, is that it reflects partnership. It reflects an alliance, partnership with Penn State University and with many other partners in the community. This concludes, well, it's really the beginning stage, but this represents a milestone after almost 2 years of discussion. We started talking to Ironman back in December of 2020. So this has been a long time coming. And it really represents great partnership with so many community folks here. I just want to read off the names of all the organizations that we spoke with to try to get to this point. Center County government, multiple offices within Center County government. You'll hear from Commissioner Higgins shortly. The planning office, emergency operations, Clinton County, the same. State College Borough, College Township, Harris Township, Potter Township, Center Hall, Boalsburg, Howard Township, Liberty Township, Pleasant Gap, Center Lifelink, Bald Eagle Township, Porter Township, Beech Creek Township, the Lamar Township Police, the Mill Hall Borough. I mean, Penn State. Let me just name off all the departments that we dealt with at Penn State who partnered on this initiative: intercollegiate athletics, legal, government relations, risk management, parking, OPP, the police, strategic communications. So I probably left somebody out, but we really want to thank everybody's cooperation at Penn State for letting us use the stadium and to use the perimeter out here, which Drew Wolf from Ironman is going to tell you about. And especially want to thank President Ben DePuti. When we made her aware that this was happening, she couldn't have been any more enthusiastic. She loved it. She loved the idea, and she was completely behind it. And we are very appreciative of her support. I want to thank DCNR and Bald Eagle State Park. Couldn't have done it without their help. PennDOT, PA Fish and Boat Commission, the Army Corps of Engineers, multiple fire departments and police departments across Clinton and Center counties. So just, it takes a village to get something like this done, and we appreciate everybody's help. And I've got to say that when we went around with the Ironman folks talking to all of these partners, we thought for sure we'd get some pushback. Sure, we're going to bring 3,000 people into this community, riding bikes and swimming and running all over the place. We thought for sure we'd get some pushback. You know how much pushback we got? None, zero. Everybody thought this was a great idea. Everybody saw the benefit. Everybody saw that it was good for tourism. Everybody saw that it was good for the economy, that it was great exposure, that all of these race participants would come up here with their families and their friends, their kids, and see what there is to do in Center and Clinton counties. So it's going to be a terrific event for our economy. I really want to give some personal thanks to our board. Edward Tubbs, our chairman, is here. Got some of our other board members here today. Joe Batista, the chair of the Happy Valley Sports and Entertainment Alliance, is down in his new home in Bluffton, South Carolina, battening down the hatches with his wife as the hurricane barrels its way towards South Carolina and Georgia. Scott Sidwell from the Intercollegiate Athletic Department here at Penn State, and also the vice chair of the Happy Valley Sports and Entertainment Alliance. Where are you, Scott? Scott really couldn't have done this without you, and with his partner in crime, Jen James, back there. And want to thank you both, and Sharimi Young and Zach Moore from Government Relations. You know, Zach and Scott both came into this with the attitude of let's get to yes, no matter what the logistics are and the preparations and financial hurdles. Let's get to yes. And because we were able to start with that perspective, that's why we're here today. That's how we got here today. I'd also like to thank one of my other partners in crime, Julie Brennan, who runs both the Chamber and the Tourism Bureau in Clinton County. Julie, thanks so much for your support and being all in on this and pulling the whole Clinton County gang together, many of whom are back here. Couldn't have done it without you, because this is a regional partnership. It's to do a 56-mile bike race. We had to go into, we had to choose an adjoining county, and we felt that the landscape in Clinton County was probably most favorable. So thank you. Also like to thank Bill Coker and Tara DeVore from Bald Eagle State Park. That was another critical piece of all this, and you'll hear some of that from Drew from Ironman. So thanks all, and especially thanks to Drew, you, and Troy Teodosio from Ironman. Thanks for coming up here and making multiple trips to Happy Valley. You're going to be making many more, and we're looking forward. We're what, 269 days and counting before we kick it off. So the real work starts now. So, but I also want to introduce a great partner and colleague, Mark Higgins, County Commissioner from Center County, who is, in addition to being a board member of the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau, is also a great sports enthusiast, very avid bicyclist, and he's been enthusiastic about this endeavor from the beginning, and we can't thank you enough for your support, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, Fritz. I'm humbled to be a Center County Commissioner, to be representing such marvelous citizens in such a stunning county. All of your commissioners here in Center County are truly blessed, and when I go to the county commissioners conventions, it just seems like every other commissioner in the state would love to change places with us. I have served on the board of the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau for the last 7 years and watched the transformation of that organization into a team that competes and now wins international opportunities. Thank you very much to the Ironman organization for considering us and now choosing Center County for your newest event. 3,000 people, 3 years in a row. That is massive for this region, especially on a weekend where things tend to be a little slow. Now, July 2nd is a very special day for me. It's my birthday. I thought this was going to be in late June, so I'm very happy about this. And it was exciting when Dave Gertis informed the board that the Ironman Group was even considering this event. They're the largest operator of mass participation sports in the entire world. I believe over 1 million participants in endurance sports. The scale, as Fritz was mentioning, the scale of a 70.3 Ironman is impressive. Just in Center County, they're going to be traversing 4 of our valleys during the bike race portion. They're going to be in the Bald Eagle Valley, the Nittany Valley, Penns Valley, and of course, Happy Valley. Due to this scale, the Happy Valley Adventure Bureau will be needing hundreds of volunteers, hundreds. Anyone's welcome. If you're a triathlete, I see Josh in the audience here. If you're a mountain biker, if you're a road biker, I see my friend Joe Lundberg in the audience. Joe founded the State College Cycling Club, and was it last weekend, weekend before? 2 weekends ago, he hit 150,000 miles lifetime on a bicycle, which is amazing. And he did almost all of it here in Center County. If you're a gravel grinder, and we have multiple gravel grinding races in Center County now. If you're a runner, if you're a swimmer or an active adult, all the better, but any volunteer would be greatly appreciated. And if you're not able to help during the event, please help before or after. I believe these triathletes tend to show up early and then they're a little tired. Hopefully they stay a couple extra days. This is a tremendous opportunity to show the entire world what's available for active adults here in Center County. Any sport you can think of, we've got it. It's an amazing place here. Our average commute is the shortest of any metro area in the country at 17 minutes. And I did want to mention our downtowns, both in Center County and Clinton County. State College, wonderful, wonderful downtown. Bellefonte, I see we have some former elected officials here from Bellefonte. Beautiful downtown, Victorian brick buildings, all sorts of interesting antique stores, clothing stores, great restaurants. Of course, we have great restaurants throughout the county. Phillipsburg, not exactly on the course, but also an up-and-coming area with a lot of grit and a lot of character. Millheim, which will be just off the course, wonderful downtown, and downtown Lock Haven, which has been seeing some improvements and some new tenants in the downtown, which is marvelous. And I see a number of elected officials here, including Colleen Kennedy, our treasurer, who does collect the hotel tax, which helped fund the organization that helped make this happen. We've got a lot of local elected officials here, and more than I can name off the top of my head. And I see we also have staff from several of our state Senate and state House staffs. So thanks again for the support at the state level. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Bald Eagle State Park. Beautiful facility, love going there. We've got the Pumpkin Chunkin fundraiser for the Howard Fire Company coming up soon. The Nature Inn, am I saying that one right? Yes, which won an award for the best facility in a state park a couple of years ago. Beautiful, beautiful facility. There's just so many tremendous things about this county. We've got over 500,000 acres of state forest just in the county. And when you include our neighboring counties, I think it takes us well over 1 million acres of state forest. One of the best rails to trails in the state is in Clinton and Lycoming counties. The Pine Creek Rail Trail along the bottom of the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Stunning scenery, absolutely stunning. And I did want to talk a little bit about the last portion of the bike race. When they come to the top of the Center Hall Mountain, tremendous views of the Seven Mountains region of Penns Valley, which contains the National Scenic Route, Pennsylvania 45, and then Happy Valley off to the right. They're going to take a right on Brush Valley Road, and they're going to see some of the nicest scenery in the county. Tremendous views, one of my favorite cycling routes. And for the racers, once they make the turn at the bottom of the mountain, it's rolling, it's very enjoyable, and they're gonna love the views as they come into the stadium. So it's just so exciting that the Pennsylvania Happy Valley Triathlon will also be offering qualifying spots for the World Championships in Finland. Center County, come early, train and enjoy yourself, and then stay afterwards and have a lot of fun. I believe this is on your website, Ironman, be inspired. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I think what really is going to make this race particularly special. You see behind me, this standing on sacred ground here, the iconic field of Beaver Stadium. The race will finish at the 50-yard line. And I think that when the news gets out about that, just after this press conference, I think we're going to see registrations sell out at the fastest level ever. So without further ado, I want to let Drew Wolf come up. This is really an Ironman event. We're certainly partners in this event, but Ironman is really what it's all about, and Drew is going to tell you about the event. Thanks, Drew.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Fritz. Yeah, I'll point behind me here. So thrilled to be with you today to announce our latest race, Ironman 70.3, Pennsylvania Happy Valley, July 2nd, 2023. This is going to be an incredible event. I think Fritz and Commissioner Higgins have done a fantastic job of describing what makes this community special and why we're here. But I really just want to say this morning, Fritz, Dave, it's been a real pleasure to work with you over the last 2 years. The work that you're doing through the Adventure Bureau and the new newly formed Sports Alliance and Entertainment is just outstanding, what you do for the community. So thank you. Thank you for partnering with us. It sounds like we're going to spend a lot of time together, Jake, so looking forward to that. But really, a thank you to all of our distinguished guests here today. The work that you have done and the partnership that you've shown with us is just outstanding. When we try to identify a community that we want to host a race in, it's very important that we find someone that has the passion and the commitment and that core value to us, which is anything is possible. And it's here in State College. It's here in Happy Valley. And so we can't be more excited to call this home now. As been mentioned, July 2nd, 2023, we'll host our inaugural event, and yearly after that, we will have thousands of athletes from around the country and across the globe come and race here because of how special this place is. And we're going to start by swimming 1.2 miles in the beautiful, clean waters out at Bald Eagle State Park. We're going to cycle through some of the most beautiful countryside that you've ever seen as we pass through these vibrant townships in Clinton County and Center County. And then we'll arrive back here on Penn State campus, and our athletes will run 13.1 miles, and then they're going to finish right here, as Fritz said, on the 50-yard line. And if that doesn't give you goosebumps, my goodness, it's just incredible. You cannot have this experience anywhere else. So thank you to everyone that's been a part of this process so far. If you're a triathlete and you know this region, you know that it is a phenomenal place for swim, bike, and run. The Triathlon Club, Stuart's here, our academic advisor, the club formed back in the 1990s. Over 1,000 alumni triathletes from that club. And they've produced some of the best athletes that you see racing today, including 3 collegiate national champions from here, which is just outstanding and impressive. And Jason West, if you follow triathlon, just won Augusta 70.3 this past weekend in 3 hours and 35 minutes. He's an alumni of Penn State. It was his 4th 70.3 win. So Happy Valley produces champions. And if you're a triathlete, I invite you, come here, see what makes this place special, make it part of your triathlon story. It's really exceptional. We will open registration tomorrow on September 30th at noon. We're inviting our tri-clubs to participate in this first. There's a priority registration for them. And then we're going to open registration to the public on October 5th. As Fritz mentioned, I think with over 700,000 alumni from Penn State and a lot of them triathletes, sign up early because it may not last. It's going to go quick. But you don't have to be just a triathlete to participate in this. As Commissioner Higgins mentioned, this is a community event. It's your event. It's Ironman, but it's your event. And there's an opportunity to come out and be a part of this. We're going to need volunteers to welcome the athletes. We're going to need folks to come out on the water and provide support while they swim, be out on the bike course, be there on the run course to hand them that cold cup of water to get them to the finish line. And then we're going to need some folks here in the stadium to hang a medal on them, because for a lot of our athletes, this is a lifetime achievement. They each have an individual story. Maybe they've overcome something incredible in their life. Most of them, when they line up that race morning, they're not sure if they're going to complete the event. So when they cross that finish line, for them, it's life-changing. So come out, be a part of that, even if you're not an athlete. We're going to inspire you, and then in 2024, you can come back and race with us. Before I close, I just want to, again, say thank you. We'll stick around, and I'd love to get some photographs and just catch up with some of you that I haven't spoken with since July. But know that we cannot be more excited to be here and partner with you. We'll be back many, many days and spend many, many hours together, and it's going to be an exciting journey, and we can't wait to share the story of State College and Center and Clinton counties with the world. our sport started in our brand started in 1978. There was a couple, Judy and John Collins, who hosted the first Ironman race on the island of Hawaii. And they thought, they had this dream. Wouldn't it be great if we swim, bike, and run these long distances all at once together and just invite anyone and everyone to come out and do that with us? Little did they know it would turn into what it is today. And so our invitation here from State College is come, be a part of what we're doing here. Join us on July 2nd, 2023. We're going to have an incredible time, and it's going to be a special day for everyone. So thank you.
Happy to take questions, as would Drew. Anybody?
Yeah, this is the only 70.3 event that we host in Pennsylvania. And as Fritz mentioned, this has been a 2-year process. We really, traveled the state, and again, finding that community that has that shared passion and value, and that's why we're here today. So excited. So I first visited in December of last year, and the moment I left the airport and drove past the stadium and first sat down and talked with Dave, and we started going out and just driving through the community, you could just tell. We have the fortunate opportunity to race in a lot of beautiful destinations and communities. This sits right there with every one of them, so really cool.
Yeah, this will have huge financial impact. I mean, that's the reason. That's certainly that and the exposure and the opportunity for people who have never been here before to see it and get the idea that they should come back for a future visit. But yeah, the economic impact. We'll take a look at some of the economic impact at some of the similar events that they've run in other places. But we anticipate it'll be substantial. It's one of the things that I like about the event is that it's on a Sunday. And so some of the people likely will stay on in a hotel or a bed and breakfast or an Airbnb as it concludes in the afternoon, and probably will not be in shape to go back and head home. So getting some overnight stays on Sunday is really critical. And I think a lot of people will bring their families. Hopefully they'll go to happyvalley.com, our website, and Julie's website in Clinton County, and learn about all of the great things that there are to see and do. So we anticipate that some of the athletes will be coming with their families as early as maybe Wednesday or Thursday and making some time out of it. And of course, Fourth Fest is 2 days later. They'll have the opportunity. So we'll be encouraging them to stay on and attend that great event. Yeah, Dave and I and the team will be working on packaging, putting together some packaging options that will encourage people to stay, and working with the lodging community here. And hopefully we get a lot of people to stay and get to see a world-class fireworks exhibit that not the rest of the world doesn't know as well as they should.
I think that's one of the really great opportunities that we have is, obviously we're hosting this race, but for us it's to tell the story about the community and the Fourth Fest and how it ties into our event. Our message to our athletes and Troy's, from our team is going to be leading that, which is come and race, but then stay. What better way to celebrate your victory than, bring your family along, treat them to some incredible fireworks and fun after they've supported you all day long. So got to pay it back, whether it be an ice cream or fireworks. Yeah, so we always try to put athlete experience at the top and what we try to create here. And so working with, again, the state park, which has been phenomenal, the counties here, Penn State, opening their campus for us, 3,000 is a number we feel really comfortable with.
And last one from me. Just curious about the qualifying. In order to move on, do you need a certain time, or is it the top, however many will advance?
Sure. Commissioner Higgins spoke a little bit about it, but our athletes that come to race are doing it for several reasons. You're going to have age group athletes that are here just because, again, they're saying, can I do this? Can I complete this? And then we're going to have age group athletes that are very competitive. They want a place in the top of their age group. And one of the things that they're pursuing are these world championship slots. There's typically only one or two from each age group that can receive that. And that gives them an opportunity next year to go race in Finland, the next year after that, New Zealand. We move that event around, and so for a lot of the athletes, they're coming to compete for that spot. But you can sign up and participate. We also offer relay division. Troy's probably going to wish I had mentioned this earlier, but if you're someone who's very comfortable on a bicycle, maybe not so comfortable in the water, we offer a relay division. Find a friend, maybe that collegiate swimmer here from Penn State, and you can have somebody first out of the water, and then you can go ride your bike and run following them. So it is really accessible and open to every individual. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great question. So I mentioned Jason West maybe makes all of us feel not so powerful when he goes 3 hours and 35 minutes on a course. Our average participant will probably take around 6 hours to complete the event. They have 8.5 hours total to complete the event, and so we see generally about 6 hours. 56 miles, and we'll start off by leaving Bald Eagle State Park, turning right, heading up towards you, Julie, rolling through those hills, back to town.
Will there be any smaller events, or is this just, you said you could do a relay team, but if there's somebody that, they can't complete this whole event, is there anything smaller you can put on?
So this is the event we'll host on July 2nd. There are some other, I think, regional shorter distance triathlon, sprint, and Olympic distances. They won't be on this event weekend, so this will be the standalone event that we host. Yeah. Yeah, we from an Ironman side of things, we want to find communities that we grow deep roots in. And if you look across our series of races, we've been fortunate to be in some communities for over 2 decades. And that's really our goal. We spend a lot of time finding a partner, and then we want to grow with that partner. So absolutely.
Yeah, it's our hope that it will turn into a multi-decade, that it'll become a staple of the summer in Center and Clinton counties.
We'll celebrate Mark's 21st birthday next year, and then maybe we'll celebrate your 41st in 20 years. So.